They're like shaitan. It's not necessary to do the things that they do.
Yeah.
It's just evil. It's not necessary. You don't get anything extra for it. Okay, let's see here. Shaitan, public ass kickers, yes. Backing up, counterpunching. We do all that stuff. Boy, I saw a good thing. I've sung it many times, but I was watching Sugar Ray Robinson, Pound for Pound. Technically, he was probably the best boxer pound for pound. And not only that, he could hurt you backing up. And last night I happened to watch George Foreman and Muhammad Ali. I might have watched 2 Ali fights, on the phone. Yeah. And man, Ali was serious. Ali was serious. He was very serious. Okay, but he could hurt you going back. That's the way we do. We don't attack the system. We counterpunch all the time almost. They do something to us, we counterpunch. Counterpunching makes people mad. It makes them puff up their vision where they can't hardly see. I would say we have been hitting the system so regularly that they puffed up their vision, their guidance system is off.
Right.
No, their guidance system, that by what they're doing, their guidance system is off. It's not on the money. And they're not playing. Sometimes they play to try to fool you. The general atmosphere that exists in the United States, they are not playing. They are thrown off. They are misguided. Whatever Donald Trump was supposed to do, he's doing that plus extra.
Yeah.
Plus, he didn't run off the stage and he ain't listening to his boss no more. He's not gonna listen to him because that's how crazy he is. So, and I'll close with this thing about the treaty. Our treaty, our JCPOA, whatever it is. We want boss man, first of all, to stop playing, and you have to recognize the stuff that we've been talking about here in general. Then restore everything, restore our property with improvements, our accounts with improvements. We're going to have a 10-year ceasefire. So they lie so much, maybe they give you 2 years, 3 years, don't make no difference. But it's a 10-year ceasefire. Okay, this is an agreement that they're going to have to do with us. And we agree to stop whooping your behind in public. That's what we're doing all the time. Just because they don't say nothing about it don't mean we've been whooping boss man for so many years. It's almost all boss man, you need another whooping. I'm telling you, think about it on all levels. We've been whooping him all the time. It don't make no difference whether he says you've been whipping me, but the people have been watching. Now, I want you to think about how big we're getting and how small everybody else is getting. Do you notice even these things, when we elevate the lectures, that means that we're moving up. And all of them, guess what? They start to look like children. Abdul Malik them, Mukhtar them, Siraj Wahaj them, they look like children. They act like children. They are technically, they're children because, hey, it's a long story. All right. And our $100 million and a public apology. Yeah. Another thing is we want them to turn the tattletales over to us. all their tattletales. Because their tattletales joined them before they got a chance to go around and look for opportunities. So we're going to say, hey, you see what your opportunity is? So we want to train their tattletales that they put on us. We want to train them. Yeah, we want to bring the best out of them. See, the white man brought the worst out of them to make them evil and slippery and think they're smart, you know what I mean? And the poor brother's a little dumb. Well, I am a little slow. That's why I delay everything, because I know I'm slow. Right? I know I'm slow, so I'll delay it and delay it and delay it. Pretty soon, I'll get the picture, right? Okay, it's pitiful. It's pitiful. Okay. Turn the tattletales over to us, yeah. I will study them, evaluate them, and out of them will emerge a good person. That's what I want to do with the tattletales. I already talked about that Iran thought they had outgrown us, but they hadn't. Okay. Another thing I was telling the brother, I said, look, I said, you know when do you know how I think I mentioned it in talk the other day, when you want to put the baby to sleep, all you have to do is lay the child on the mother's breast or chest, right? And if the child is a little anxious, the child will automatically revert back to the rhythm when it was in the mother's womb, in the mother's tummy. Yeah, the rhythm, you know, the heartbeat and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll knock them out almost every time. Yeah.
No, that actually does work, God.
Yeah, no, it works. It's just natural.
That too.
It's just natural. And then the other thing is that not only it works, but it puts you in sync with the child. So, I think I mentioned it, Boss Man. I have an actual mother and father, but Boss Man raised me out of the jails. First part of my life. So I got his rhythm. I already, I was trying to tell the Iranian guy yesterday, I said, I have his rhythm. I got his rhythm down, and nothing, that's it. That's it. He knows me, but I know him too. I got his rhythm. Already, and nothing, look, can you tell, maybe just I want to check myself to see if I'm exaggerating to myself. Does it seem that I kind of got the general rhythm of the system?
Yeah. No, you definitely got it. I remember, a year ago, you were sitting there talking, you had just gotten getting back from getting the after effects of the assault or the assassination attempt in Oakland. Right. And you had said, well, yeah, it's about time for them to come on by. Speaking of the FBI, and about a month later, guess who's knocking on my door?
Right.
It was like, you definitely got the rhythm.
No, that's what I mean. It's a rhythm. It's not something that and this is what I was trying to explain to the brother yesterday. In the long run, to tell the truth, I think this thing is going to be all rightish. What I mean to say is the world is too sophisticated and too for it to be blown up with atomic bombs and all that. So that means it'll be skirmishes and wars, but not too far gone. And then people are beginning to think a little bit more, and usually when there's an opening, the bad people run for that opening because, they run for it because there's money there, there's power, Okay, I I can sense that there's a little change now. And I think we have an opportunity, we do have opportunity to be in the first rank of the change. In other words, we can be in the first wave of initiating, just like Maximus the Merciful. This kindness, this good world, we're making that choice on our own. You know what I mean? And we're making that choice because the other choice would mean you would be practicing something that's not a part of your characteristic. Like if I were to, I had to write my notes, some kindness is not weakness, just to remind, I just write it. Because that's true. Kindness is not a weakness, it's a strength. But sometimes people be acting so stupid, you want to respond to their stupidity. You think you stupid, sucker? Let me show you some maximum stupidity. You know, okay. I think that when this is all said and done, that we're getting a chance to play a good part in this already. Yeah. And before it's all over, we will have developed the exact allies that we're looking for, because they exist. Those people do exist. The world is not all bad all the time. It's just not like that. Too much good stuff be going on. So anyway, are there any questions? Are there any comments?
Yeah, no one came in with questions. It's just I guess the sister from Oakland. Check YouTube, see if anything's over there. But okay, yes, okay, yeah. There's, no one put any questions in the chat, but I have a question though concerning the brothers over in Iran. What I mean, because you kind of spoke about it, they have a certain analysis they'd like to see. What do they want to see? Like what are they? What are they
want to see that America. They want to tell. Okay, they done made huge blunders. Everything they did. That team, Zarif and all of them, the foreign minister. He's not ahead of that team, but he's moving up in that.
Okay, good.
Okay, he's a part of that clique. And also I was telling the brothers about the dangers of those cliques. And there's a lot of them in Iran now. That's why I told them I wouldn't mind going and making a circuit around and talking to the people. They don't want me to go talk to the people because they don't want people to hear what I got to say, even if it lifts them up. Yeah. Okay, they don't want that. They believe in cliquism, hiding the JPOCA, whatever it is. It didn't work. That's Zarif, that's Rouhani, that's that whole crew. But they hoping that they really put a lot, they was riding on that.
Right, yeah.
They was riding on that, and it was, they got permission from the Rockbar, come on, let us do it. You said it ain't gonna work. Okay, go ahead. I'm telling you, that's what, not our crew, but that's what the principalists said. The principalists, they name everybody. The principalist guys are the ones that stick to the original revolution and the guidelines and all that. They're the principalists. And they're not pro-American. Zarif, have you ever seen him on TV or these things here?
Yeah.
You would think that you would think that they was gonna run him for president of the United States sometime. You ever see how they talk to him?
Yeah.
How they treat him? He went for that. He believes, they believe that if we treat America good, America gonna respond. This is the fourth or fifth time they had signal diplomacy, Khatami, with Afghanistan. Iranians let the Americans use flyover space over Iran to go and get Taliban or Salafis like they. Okay. So that was the beginning of so-called signal diplomacy. You send me a signal and I'll return. You know what I mean? Here comes George Bush. He said Iran is the axis of evil. They were squashed and just crushed. They went through several cycles of this stuff.
Okay.
So what they would want, like the brother yesterday, he couldn't understand that America was so controlled that they could manage that program like that.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, no, that's what it is. That's what we're saying it is. And I told him, you go and tell the people this, and you'll be telling the truth. Don't tell them what you want to tell them. Don't tell them that. No, that's what I told him. Okay. Now, you got to remember, these cliques, everybody is not bad in the clique. Some are like very good guys. After every revolution, there's people see things different.
Right.
Some want a laissez-faire economy, some want an ironclad economy, right? Some want people to have, they lean liberal, some want conservative, that's natural. What we're saying is, it is natural, but you have to cooperate with each other. When the people vote, whoever they vote in, then the other team, if it's 60-40, the 40 cooperate with the 60 to get the thing done, or if you can't do any better, at least be neutral. Don't work against them. Because like Democrats and Republicans, if they work against each other, forget about America, right? You can't do anything.
Yeah.
America is gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell them, do not become Americans. So anyway, that's basically what they want to see. They want to see that Americans learn the lesson that George Washington was a slave owner and they spray painted them, and that Americans have learned the lessons and they're really, and I told him percentage-wise, I said, we went to those programs and we claimed 25% of those people. And I was telling them that's enough. We don't need those people. I don't know if you was paying attention, some of the people was really vibing, especially some of the days we went, where they were really close around us, and they was really, yeah, okay. All of them wasn't the police. Some of them were real human beings, right? Yeah. And some of them is vibing. Okay, so Iran is moving real fast ahead, but the ones that's in the foreign ministry don't know, they thought they knew America, but this round proved that they didn't know it too well. That's why we have to re-engage with them, because they're mistaken. Let me try to put it another way. Remember 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, whatever it was, that period, we say we think Iran is getting the gang together, so we can start to recede. Well, now we have to re-engage, because they wasn't evolving quick enough, although the older ones would have picked this up, because they was active with Americans. So they were sharp in those days. Okay. Since you disengage, you lose your sharpness. That's the only thing I'm saying. So they want They want to see the tearing down of statues as a sign of consciousness and awareness, right? And I tell them it's not the consciousness. I said, they have a right to have the Jeff Davis statues. They can have them. We want black consciousness. We want Malcolm and Frederick Douglass now. I said, shoot, we got a president to thank Frederick Douglass is just still over there at Frederick Douglass' house. You know that idiot thinks that, did you ever see him?
Yeah, I went and I actually watched the clip.
Yeah, he responded like, yeah.
He's doing very well for himself.
Yeah, Fred, yeah, man, Fred is rolling. He got a new Benz. We didn't say that, but you would think, he thought, I said, man, no comment at all. I mean, that's just it. I finished. Right? Tell it to.
Yeah,
this guy is hilarious. Okay, but we have to re-engage Iranians on this because this is an important point, and they're missing that point. The military, I study them every day, they're doing good. But this point about America, I told them, we have been raised, I said, I feel the Americans' presence. I said, I know when they're doing stuff, I don't have to see them. I already know. I said, I can feel it. I use a thing about, I said, a carrier pigeon, you strap the message on a carrier pigeon, and you don't have no map or nothing. He just flies back, and how does he know? I said, the smells, the sounds, the environment, the pressure, probably in that area, he can follow the pressure, the air pressure in that area, all kind of stuff that we don't know nothing about. I know that he'll get back to where he's supposed to get, every time, okay? I said, that's the way we are with America. We can feel this stuff going on. I said, oh, we can feel it. And then I was telling her, I said, I can feel it. It's not, it's been happening too long. And I said, we are not falling behind either. We're going farther ahead. You know, like you get a little old, you get a little rusty. I said that our analysis is not an old, rusty, and it's on the money, and we're improving. And this modern time is an improvement. Everything we did was just right on time. Well, let's just go down and see. That's all we're doing is just test it out. We already had a feeling about how it was going to go, but we had to do it to make sure, right? I mean, I think the day this stuff happened, I said they're going to do this, they're going to do that.